Hello my champions and welcome back to Dr. Shaurav's classes. Now look at this question. We have a doctor, some patients and a whole lot of confusion. So let's read this question first. Suppose the probability of a doctor diagnosing cancer on someone who actually has cancer is 98% and the probability of diagnosing cancer on someone without cancer is 92%. The doctor diagnosed 400 people with cancer and 600 people without cancer. Okay, if we choose one out of this 1000 people at random, what is the probability that the person is actually diagnosed with cancer? Okay, and there are 5 options. Okay, so let's solve this. So first thing is, imagine you are a doctor. You have seen 1000 people. You have already diagnosed some, and now we are playing a game of probability. Okay. Now if I pull 1% out of that, don't worry, it's a very big hat. What is the chance that they were actually diagnosed with the cancer? Now before we touch a calculator, let's look at the language. In statistics, we call this conditional probabilities. What do you call? Conditional probability. Okay. Now, first talk about the sensitivity. What's this? The doctor is 98% accurate when someone has it. That's great. Now, second is the specificity. Now, what's this? The doctor has a 92% chance of diagnosing someone without cancer. Wait. Read that carefully. Look at the wording in the image. Okay. It says the probability of diagnosing cancer on someone without cancer is 92%. This is the reality check. Now hold up. If a doctor diagnoses 92% of the healthy people with cancer, that doctor is not practicing medicine. They are practicing a nightmare. Usually we want that number to be low, the false positives, right? But for this specific math problem, we follow the numbers on the paper, even if the doctor is having a very chaotic day. Now to find the probability that a random person is diagnosed with cancer, we need to find the total number of the people diagnosed and divide by the total population. Now first, the has cancer group. Okay, so total people who actually have cancer is 400. Now probability of diagnosis given they have cancer, that is 98%, right? Now the number of people diagnosed here, 400 into 0.98, that is 392, right? Now the no cancer group. Total people who don't have cancer, that is C dash. This was C and this is D. Okay, so total is what? 600. Now probability of diagnosis D given they don't have cancer is what? 92% according to our weirdly aggressive doctor in the prompt. So the number of people diagnosed here, 600 into 0.92, that is 552. Okay. Now the total diagnosed will be total diagnosed 392 plus 552, that is 944, right? So the probability will be 944 by 1000. This is 94.4%. Okay. Now students, look at the option provided in the question. A is 39.2%, B is 40.0%, C is 40.8%, D is 44.0%, and E is 44.8%. Now notice something. Our 94.4% is not there. Why? Because the question is a classic logic trap. Most students look at the 92% and think, wait, surely they meant the doctor is 92% accurate at saying you don't have it. Now, if we assume the 92% is the true negative rate, then the false positive rate is what? 100% minus 92%, that is 8%. Now let's recalculate with a normal doctor the 8% false positive trap. Now diagnosed from the cancer group is what? 400 into 0.98, that is 392. Okay. Now diagnosed from the healthy group, 600 into 0.08, that is 48. Total diagnosed 392 plus 48, that is 440. So the probability will be what? 440 by 1000, that is 44%. So this is our option number D. Okay. So what did we just learn? The question literally says the doctor diagnoses 92% of the healthy people. That leads to a 94.4% result. Now think like a test maker. The test maker likely made a typo in the question description, meaning to say the doctor is 92% accurate for the healthy people. Now in a competitive examination, if your literal answer is not there, look for the logical typo error. Okay. And this is the law of the total probability. It's the sum of chance of group A into success in A plus chance of group B into success in B. So the final answer is option number D, 44.0%, assuming the 92% was meant to be the accuracy for the healthy people. Okay. So see you in the next session guys. Bye bye.